I'm from Radio Neshot, the Persian radio from Australia. Yeah. So have you heard about what is going on in Iran right now? Are you aware of it?
Look, I am aware, and I hope every member of the Australian community is concerned about what is going on, but also inspired by the bravery of so many young Iranian women.
What do you think you can do to help the people in Iran right now? What do you think you can do, or other MPs and politicians of Australia can do and help?
Well, I just want to make a couple of points here. Firstly, as a member of the Ministry and the Albanese government, this is the responsibility of my colleague, Senator Wong, so I'll leave any formal comment on the Australian government's position on these issues to Penny Wong. In terms of what we can do as politicians, what we can do is draw attention to human rights abuses and also to the context of what's going on, to ensure that the stories are told, and also to recognise that we have a very large and very active Iranian community in Australia, and to recognise that this is a very difficult time for so many people, including no doubt many of your listeners. So creating the space for those voices to be heard in public debate is also a really important thing to do.
Have you taken any actions regarding that so far?
Well, obviously as Immigration Minister there's a range of decisions that I've been asked to make, and I can't comment on them as individual decisions because they go to questions of privacy. But I think what we need to do is to recognise, particularly in a multicultural country like Australia, that what happens in parts of the world aren't just abstract issues. They affect many Australians, hundreds of thousands of Australians directly, as well as our responsibility to be the sort of country that stands up for human rights. So I've got some specific responsibilities in the immigration space, which I'm mindful of. I've got some responsibilities as the Minister for Multicultural Affairs to recognise that many Australians are hurting right now and many Australians are concerned and want to come together. That's something that I'm working on with my Multicultural Council. But I'm also an Australian citizen, and I'm inspired by the bravery of so many people standing up for human rights and women's rights in Iran right now.
Do you have any message to women and children and people in general in Iran?
Well, just that I'm never in the business of telling people in another country what to do, but I think everyone is inspired by the courage that we've seen on display so often. It is awful that it took such tragic circumstances, the awful death of a young woman, to provoke or inspire this, but the courage we see every day is something that I take great inspiration from.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.